Central Organization of Trade Unions COTU is now calling on the president to increase the minimum wage for Kenyan workers to cushion them against the high cost of living. COTU warns the government to review the wages by at least 50% to allow workers bear the inflation burden occasioned by the rising cost of consumer goods. They also warn the government to disband the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, which they accuse of being a stumbling block to the welfare of Kenyan workers.
For a long time, Kenyans have cried about the cost of living, and we have made several appeals to the government and all those people involved, but apparently we don't see an end to it. Instead of trying to get a way of how to solve this problem, we are seeing more harm being put to the Kenyan people, and particularly the workers that we represent. There are a lot of hard times. For a long time, Kenyans have not been able to get a salary increase, be it in the private sector, be it in the public sector. But the government, instead of finding ways of how to cushion members, instead they are going around and adding taxes, which has resulted in the cost of living for Kenyans. It cannot be a crime to be employed, so that so long as you are employed in this country, then you have to be taxed. The government ought to look at how to widen their tax regime. There are so many other areas they can do it, but we find it unacceptable that they have to take this money from the employees.
The Kenyan citizen is suffering. We are bearing the brunt of all those taxations. We are bearing the brunt. We are the ones absorbing the high cost of living. It has reached a stage where the Kenyan worker is not working because he likes that work. It is not because of a calling. It has reached a stage whereby we are just working for the sake of trying to struggle to pay our bills. That is where it has reached. We are not productive anymore. We are suffering. The Kenyans cannot even now pay their loans. We are defaulting loans.